As dawn broke over Bengaluru, the city stirred to life, a cacophony of honking horns and animated chatter filling the air. Yet beneath this familiar symphony, a somber undercurrent rippled through the bustling street markets. Shopkeepers huddled in tight clusters, their voices hushed, trading tales of counterfeit currency that had stealthily invaded their livelihoods. The losses were small but insidious, like a silent thief strangling the very essence of their businesses. I sat on my balcony, cradling a steaming cup of chai, when I spotted Rekha aunty, Mira's mother, striding towards my door, her brow furrowed in distress. Her usually vibrant face wore a mask of worry, and her hands clutched a crumpled note that looked anything but authentic. "Arjun beta," she murmured, her voice trembling. "This is the third time this week a fake note hit my store. It's killing us quietly." Rekha aunty had once been my teacher, her resilience in the face of hardship a beacon long before I transformed into the man they whispered about in hushed tones. I nodded solemnly, accepting the note, feeling the rough texture of the paper beneath my fingertips. Counterfeit currency, an insidious poison that threatened to ruin the honest lives of those around me. "Show me all your cash handling records," I instructed, slipping seamlessly into the role I knew best, a figure of quiet determination and unyielding resolve. In the cramped confines of her shop, I pored over transaction records, scanning the notes and cross-referencing suspicious deposits with the aid of my mobile devices. It was then that I reached out to Ravi, an old friend from my past, who had once rescued me from financial ruin amidst the swirling chaos of Delhi. "Ravi," I said, urgency threading through my voice, "I need a favor. Trace a series of transactions. Small deposits from unfamiliar accounts." "On it, Arjun," he replied, his tone steady and reassuring. Moments later, the phone rang. A deep, gravelly voice resonated from the other end. It was Rajveer, an ex-intelligence bureau officer, a man whose life I had saved during a perilous night years ago. "I'm hearing whispers of a printing press not far from the citadel. Counterfeiting notes for a gang desperate to claw power." Everything began to crystallize in my mind. This was not just about loose fake notes. It was a sprawling network at play. Under the flickering glow of street lamps, I coordinated our efforts with a mix of adrenaline and purpose. Ravi fed me information on suspicious banking activities, while Rajveer's men meticulously surveilled a derelict warehouse on the outskirts of the city. One fateful night, I found myself walking in the shadows beside them, the weight of old memories threatening to resurface, the sting of past enemies, and the ache of betrayal. But I was no longer a mere fighter for the underworld. I had transformed into a sentinel for justice. What we discovered was staggering. The printing press was alive, machines whirring and spewing forth lies in the form of counterfeit currency. In perfect synchrony, the police moved in, armed and resolute, ready to strike against the tide of deceit threatening our community. Back in the neighborhood, relief washed over the shopkeepers as they exhaled the tension that had knotted their chests for weeks. Honest work could breathe again. The lifeblood of their dreams would no longer be siphoned away. Standing outside Rekha auntie's shop, I presented her with a fresh, legitimate note. "This fight," I whispered, my voice thick with emotion, "is not about money alone. It's about dignity. Even the grandest trees begin as seeds buried in the dirt. Each small victory was a seed planted for a brighter tomorrow, and I was determined to nurture every single one."